Hi there, my name is Imran, and I wanted to show you two AI infrastructures that you should be leveraging in your SaaS company that can get you past 10 million in ARR, right? And what we do is basically we help SaaS companies scale and add 200K in MRR. And basically, these are the results in the past few months that we've generated, me and my clients. Now, let's get to the video. So, the whole premise of every single funnel is to gain attention, to own that attention, to convert it, and then to close the attention, right? So basically, your attention could be paid ads, outbound, whatever it is, SEO, content, whatever that is, and you own that attention. When you own that attention, you have to nurture these prospects, right? By nurturing the prospects, you can actually convert them into demos or whatever that is, signups, and you can actually close them. And basically, what you do is, let's say you have two infrastructures here, right? The two infrastructures is basically outbound and inbound. And so from outbound, you're basically targeting cold prospects that don't know about you at all, and you're giving them value, right? You're setting the belief and educating prospects about your product. So basically, that's nurturing prospects through cold outreach and basically converting them into a demo, right? And then you close them. With inbound, they're basically warm and educated buyers, right? So what you want to do is you just want to give them a nudge and basically nurture them and convert them by selling the belief and educating your product again, right? But because they're warm, they're much easier to close. That's when demo to close rate is pretty high, right? And basically, you want to automate 75% of this whole system, right? Or systemize it. So let's dissect ClickUp first. They have 77 million plus views, right? Because they leverage content and they pair it up with paid ads. Ads don't get the same conversions as before, right? Higher CAC, lower trust, and barely convert, right? Those that barely convert. However, ads plus content will be the new meta for every single company, right? That's if you have the money to spend on ads once you get your offer. They convert into the community. This is where they get nurtured, and then 20% convert into the free forever plan. But because the in-app upsells are so good, because they paywall or limit the best features, let's say 15% actually convert. That is when users see the value of this product and they end up booking a call, right? So enterprise discussion, $12 per user is basically, I think their SMB pricing. And the enterprise discussion is basically you have to actually book a demo to actually find out the prices. So now let's look at instantly. Instantly actually leverages their own platform to send AI cold emails. And I'm guessing they're sending about 100,000 emails a month or even more than that. And they focus on volume and quality because their platform already has the leads, already has the emails account set up, and they also integrate AI. They also use Insta ads and highlight on new features that they release. And also they leverage content, which is insane. Like 219,000 views from one video, 7.5 views. They're basically educating buyers about their product and solving their problems first. Basically, what all these leads to is either a product demo, which is on their page as a VSL, which is 5 to 10 minutes, and it's basically one of the YouTube videos they posted here. And then users can go on to the 7 day free trial. They limit the number of email accounts you can actually put in, which is the most important features if you're sending cold emails, right? And they focus on a product-led outbound hybrid. And when a user signs up to the free trial, they can't put enough emails. They get a whole workflow of the product, but they can't use AI, which is the most exciting part about their platform, which actually converts them into a demo if they're an enterprise, or converts them to a paid user, which is $99 a month or 500 max, right? This is their offer. Find, contact, and close your ideal clients. I'm pretty sure they don't use this offer in the cold email because your offer actually has to work in cold email, right? So next up is basically HubSpot. What they basically do is blog, SEO, content, and they get 10 million plus monthly visits. They also leverage YouTube, as you can see here. I didn't check actually how many views they have, but 500,000 subscribers here and 140K subscribers, right? What that leads to is basically their free tools and templates, right? They gradually can increase features because of feedback from users. They have a large community. I'm going to show you that later, right? And once you go into this free tool, they actually get your email and nurture you through email, right? Probably giving you value or asking if you want help with their product. And let's say it's like a 2 to 4 weeks convert. They convert to their free product tier with 200,000 plus companies, right? So you end up joining the community, right? And then you can basically book a demo for enterprises, which is around 1.2K or 3K in annual contract value, right? This is basically their offer, but I'm pretty sure they don't use this for outbound. You can't use it. And what they do is a very frictionless approach, right? In every stage, they let the customer freely take from them and slowly get value and convert. And this is basically the email nurture and content is the way they actually convert these users. And also from their large community, right? 200,000 plus companies that actually use it. Last one is Gong, right? Gong is also interesting. So they build content to position themselves as the authority, right? 1.8 million plus views, right? Imagine you had that for your own product. Imagine how many signups you actually get. So what they do is basically revenue intelligence newsletters, sales benchmark reports, market insight studies. You can see here they post content blogs here. It's all about cold calls, right, and sales. And then LinkedIn has 278,000 followers. They post on YouTube even though they don't have as many subscribers as the other ones you've seen, but they still have 1.8 million views, and they probably leverage that on LinkedIn as well, right? And then what you get from Gong is high value and free resources, right? Pipeline course, deal intelligence templates, revenue analytics framework, and then basically once you get the free value, they capture your email, and then you get a gated premium content. So it feels like you're getting content that no one else can see, right? It makes you feel special. And then state of sales report, deal conversion playbooks, sales manager toolkits. They also have Gong Labs research, right? So you can subscribe to that. They probably convert in there as well. After that is the community engagement. So what they post on LinkedIn is basically thought leadership. And then once you get enough value, you want to take a demo, right? But before you do that, you can actually take a platform tour. So you can actually just use the platform and see what the platform is like before you even go into the demo. And then Gone doesn't actually say the price, if I'm not mistaken. So you actually have to book a demo. From my sources, it says it's 15K plus in annual contract value, right? So that's a big number. And how do you actually use all of this in your SaaS company? And the way to actually do it is the AI outbound and the content ecosystem. So the AI outbound is a constant lead flow of qualified demos that actually convert, and you can easily scale with this, right? And the content ecosystem sell the solution and make them believe that it's important they act with urgency to solve this problem, and you tie that back to your product basically. Um, so basically, the AI outbound is just an infrastructure. You can send 1,000 calls, emails per day, an offer targeted and relevant, and you want to leverage AI, which is Clay, and then you just scale winning campaigns, right? This is fully automated and systemized, and you want to have the upfront value approach, which is frictionless to prospects, right? And you also educate them because people don't know what your software does or trust you, right? You have to give them upfront value for them to actually convert into demo, and while you book that demo, you want to send automated email reminders with case studies, resources, or content, right? This is why it's important to actually leverage content in every single platform, especially YouTube and LinkedIn. And you want to build trust and increase interest before the call, and you want to make them actually show up, right? This is really important. This is how you get your show ups to 80 to 100% every single time, right? And then you close them. If your close rate is too low, then restructure how your demo works. Maybe it's a two-call close, or they get a free trial, or whatever that is. So if they close, you want to give them straight upfront value, right? Guided tours, inflows, and walkthrough videos so they get an instant ROI, and then email them to join the community. If they don't close, one of them in a newsletter where you have a nurturing sequence, right? So does your website actually show the value of your software? If it doesn't, you have to give content, templates, and free trials. If you're not offering free trials, you have to give them content, right? And that's basically when you capture their email, right? Also, you give free resources and your case studies. Give them tangible stats they can use and tie that back to your product, right? So like ROI, how much time or money saved, and so eventually they'll actually book a demo and then get a free or a free trial from you. And that's when you book that's when you give them offer value. Some of you might ask, how do you actually create content about what? How you do it is basically figure out what your ICP is doing, right? Figure their pain points and solve immediate problems. You want to tie that back to your product, give them a workflow to follow. So, like, for example, free templates or free guides of how they can actually solve it, and give them the benefits, integrations, and features, and show results. It's the most important part. Actually show results of your software, so they know how much money they can be making or saving, or time that can be saved using your product. And then use AI to create content. This is pretty easy. And then after that, email them to join a community. And this basically goes into retention mechanism. Prospects don't engage in your community, then they're not active with your product, right? You have to understand that if they don't, if people are not engaging in the community, it means they're not using your product, right? You want to put them into, you want to invite them to webinars, feature requests, product updates, upsell them add-ons. That's basically how you leverage two infrastructures that the biggest SaaS companies are using. And if you do this correctly, you're gonna scale past 10 million in ARR, or sign your first 1,000 users, or whatever that is, right? You just have to leverage content, because no SaaS company is gonna grow without content. I'll tell you that from now. You can grow with you can go grow with cold email. You can do that with a bunch of ads. But the moment you leverage content, this is when you stand out from your competitors and actually acquire market share. With that being said, if you want us to actually help you build demos and add 200K in MRR in just 4 months, then book a call with me down below, and then I'll explain a bit more about what we do. Thank you.